BassResinator here with my cat and dog memorial mold. Well, I'm calling it a memorial mold from Let's Resin. I made the two small ones before, but now I want to do... I don't know how much these hold. And I'm going to go for the middle-sized ones. And I'm going to use Resin purple or violet shimmering alcohol ink. So this should prove to be extremely pretty. The last ones that I did were the small ones, and I did them with a gold metallic ink, and it came out really, really pretty. Now I want to try in purple. And there's something about the color purple that just is very regal. The gold is very... well, it's regal as well, but you've got certain colors that go along with royalty, and one of those is purple, one is red, and one is gold. So we're doing the purple. Guess what color these will be? If it says 18.1 fluid ounces, and that's for all 6 of them. This is going to take a majority of that 18 ounces. So I'm thinking this is going to be about 10 or 11 ounces. This will be about 6, and this is about 2. So I'm going to go with this. And then I may decide to do these as well in the red, but let's just see where I go first with the purple. So, and I don't have the gold ones anymore. They're already gone, so they went quick. So now I have to come up with, I'm trying to figure out exactly, because this says for the whole thing how much it holds. I want to know, and I haven't seen anybody else that has them labeled out, so, and I forgot to weigh those. So as I'm going along, I'll figure out how much, and I'll write it down somewhere, either on the mold with a marker or on a piece of, on a document that I have on the computer. This shimmering alcohol ink it's got, you see that it's kind of a whitish thing. You got to shake this until that all gets mixed up, and that's what causes the shimmer. So we'll deal with that. What I will do is I will mix this in when I put part B into the mixing cup. Then I will mix this into that so that it will mix really well. And then when I add part A, then the colors, using mica that way, using this metallic ink, metallic alcohol ink, or shimmering alcohol ink, because they've got sediment in there, it helps them mix better. And so that's just a little tip that I have learned along the way. So let me get some mixing. Look at that rich purple. Man. Well, there's a few bubbles on the top I need to try and pop off before I start pouring it down in there. I mixed it on the slow side, but still, mixing introduces bubbles, and it's too full to put it into the vacuum chamber without it running over and being a real big mess. Now the cat ear is a spot where bubbles can hide, so I'm going to try and pour a little bit in and then work on it. Wow, that is just pretty. Now, I have determined if I have too much for these two, I'm going to pour the little molds again, because like I said, I don't have those anymore. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have enough for the little cat. I may have enough for the little dog too, but we'll see. We'll see about that. About that cat. Because in the last one that I did, I had one little tiny bubble, and there's one right there, that came up in the ear of the cat. In the ear of the cat. Okay, so go back to pouring. Oh, come on, what is this? Just running down. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, look at that. Enough for the medium-sized dog, medium-sized cat, and the little cat. How about the little dog? How far will it go? This was 8 ounces that I mixed up here. You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and mix up. If that was 8 ounces, then this is probably going to take 10 ounces to get this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up just a little bit more so I can finish that off. Even though it's going to be red, I don't think the red will, well, we'll find out. The red hopefully will not overdo the purple that's in that little one. But at least on the big one, we have, or the medium-sized one, we have all purple. Crazy how that had just a couple bubbles, but the cat has a, almost looks like fleas. So the cat has fleas, the dog's fine. Bam! Okay, let me mix up some more. Okay, got the red shimmering alcohol ink mixed up. I gotta get that ear filled up. And then I will start doing a little squeegee. Make sure we've got that all taken care of. Well, I hope I have enough to fill up that other little one. Oh, come on. Really? I would throw a piece of resin in there that's already cured. But I think it would sink, because this is deep pour. I think it would just sink right to the bottom. This is getting awfully close now. Scraping the bottom of the barrel. Well, when that sinks a little bit, when it shrinks a little bit, while it's curing, it may go below the level, but right now they're filled. So let's just figure out the weights when it's all cured up. But these shimmering alcohol inks and the oh, come on, the metallic alcohol inks, I don't know if you can see what they're doing. They just sort of bubble up. That shimmer color just sort of bubbles up and is really cool. I'm gonna have to refill this. If you've never had a chance to refill things, you just go down and buy a little butane thing, and it's got that type of a nozzle, and on the bottom of the long handle lighter, it's got a little receptacle area for that nozzle. Same type of thing on a torch. If you're doing a torch, it's got that same type of receptacle, and you hold the butane this way and put it into that receptacle area and just push down, and it fills it up. It doesn't take long at all. In fact, that is full. So now I'm going here and get all those bubbles. So yeah, the cool thing about a long handle lighter is you don't have to worry about the match. Like if you're lighting candles for a birthday party or something, or an anniversary or something of that sort, you don't have to worry about the match burning up and burning your finger, and you have to blow it out real quick and get another match. You just use this, but just refill it and away you go. It's brand new. So not only do you get to learn resin techniques, you also get to learn techniques to keep your tools running. Those little bubbles, I was mixing fast, I will tell you that. And it causes a little bunch of little micro bubbles. But since this is a deep pour, it takes longer to cure, and so those bubbles rise really nicely. But now look at you almost have little, I don't know if you can see them. I can see them really cool right here. It's almost like little cells. They're just sort of growing and sending out tendrils. Super cool looking. And hopefully that red stays right in the middle and keeps the purple all around. If not, it's okay. But that's what happens when you run out. I'm seeing a little tiny bubble over here on the little one's ear, the little cat ear. Can't get my finger under there to squeeze it well. Maybe I did. I know I'm doing a cat and dog mold, but that doesn't mean my dog has to shed his hair to come up on top of the mold. That's what I was just removing there. Okay, I think I got that taken care of in that cat. Now I'm hoping that the large cat's ear's fine, but I can't see this one. I hope there's no bubbles down in there. Well, we'll find out. So, we'll see you when this all cures up. Bye. Okay, these are cured. And after I get them out and let you admire them as well as me, I can see some cool effects from this side in the red. I hope it's looking good on the other side. But then I will be able to write down how much each one weighs, because I will weigh them. And then be able to write it either on the mold itself on the other side with a marker, a permanent marker, or with put it in a note on my computer. Okay, start with the small. Oh, come on now, please, please, please. Be bubble free. No, there was a bubble, I see. And one of the ears had a notch. That ear got nabbed by... I'll set him over here on this side for right now. Bummer. Not supposed to have that happen. Sorry about my arm being in the way. Let me see if I can. Dog is a little easier to unmold. It doesn't have an ear sticking up. And that's got that red in there made it look okay. You'll see what I mean when I get the close-ups and stuff. And now the cat, please, no bubbles. I thought I had all those bubbles out of the cat on the small one. Oh, the same thing happened to this one. One ear's good, the other one's got a notch. Well, I'll have to fix that with some UV or UV. I thought for sure I was massaging the mold enough and going down in there with a tool. Wow. These are pretty. Okay. Last cat. Please. Don't have the same problem. Oh, bubble free. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Doggy, doggy, doggy. Okay. Those are just awesome. Okay, let me weigh them. The big dog, the big dog, weighs 4.8. The big cat weighs 5.4. That is odd looking, other than the cat is deeper, thicker because it's smaller but thicker. Okay, let me write this down. Let me come back to you. Big dog, 4.8. Big dog. Yeah. Okay, move aside, big dog. Big cat, 4.8. That's 5.4. Medium dog is 2.4. Oh, I wonder if they're all going to be exactly half. 2.6. Medium cat. Okay, so then we got small dog and small cat. Small dog is 1.0. 1 is the loneliest number that you ever knew. 1 is the loneliest number. 1 is the loneliest number. 1 is the loneliest number that you ever knew. And it is also 1. Cool. Now I have it written down. There's a new weight written down on my paper. Okay, cool. My really nice pen weighted perfectly. Okay, I will get some stills. I will fix these ears. I will tell you how I'm going to do it. Oh, there's a bubble here, in there, in that tail. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get, because there's a, you can see where the bubble was. It's concave on both of them. And I have some purple. Well, let me just go grab it. Okay, so I have this purple UV resin. And get my toothpick ready. And my flash of the light, UV. And I don't need much. And that's pretty close to a match in the color that I see, except it's not metallic, but that's, we're going to have to deal with that, you know. Okay, so we get a little bit, put it into that area. Let it build up a little bit and not get too wide. I'm going to go over to the side so that I don't cure what I poured out. Don't want that. And it's pretty close to being there. It's not sharp as the other one, or pointed as the other one, not sharp necessarily. And there is a little bit of a bump, and I'll show you how I'll fix that too. I'll show you what I mean by the bump. I'm curing this over here to the side. Okay, what I mean by the bump, it's not just smooth, it's got a little so it almost looks like the cat got a hematoma on his ear. A hematoma? Yes. So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting a little bit more of that UV resin so that it goes smoothly into the night. Again, curing over here to the side so that it doesn't cure what I have out. Okay, the underside is pretty well done. Let me get the top side. kitty. Little kitty, little kitty. Ba-da-ba-dum, dum, dum. Okay, so that ear is taken care of. I'll stick it under the bigger lamp in just a bit. This one's a deeper pocket, so I'm going to have to work a little bit more. More epoxy surgery. Not well, I guess it could be considered a plastic, but you know, if I do it, well, that'll be the last straw. I gotta fix the back side of his ear. I knew a kid that had a cat, and his little sibling was playing with it, and the cat got upset and bit the little kid right in the ear. So what does the little kid do? She bites the cat's ear and took a chunk out of the tip. So I could have left this gone and said, yep, that's just like what happened there. Okay, now what I want to do is set this. I don't know if it'll stay. Well, this one came out better than the little one. The little one had a lot more to grow. The little one had a lot more filling in to do. So what I'm going to do is rebuild that tip and use this white silicone thing that I'm on right now. To help rebuild it. And by doing it this way, hopefully that other stuff hasn't cured up. there's a little dip where it was thinner, so now I gotta fix that. Like I said, plastic surgery. And he's got a little tip on the end. I'll have to, almost like a lynx. Okay, now I'm going to just do it all right here. Wipe off my toothpick. Let that cure up right there as well. Okay, now set this guy like this, this one like this, get these guys out of the way, bring the big lamp over, and let that cure. Be right back. Okay, they are all done. If you have a pet, a cat or a dog, I'm going to take this off just a second. A cat or a dog, you will inevitably end up losing one, and it is not a pleasant feeling. These molds were made specifically to help out with that grieving process, and these can all be personalized. You can write with a Cricut and put their name and put it in there, or you can get ashes from the pet if you have them cremated, or let me show you what I did with, well, I didn't do it, but I have it. Just a second, I gotta grab it. I got this clay, I don't know what you mold, it wasn't a mold, but the clay memory piece from the veterinarian. They put Troy's paw print on there, and they put his name. What you could do is get a bigger coaster, put that in there, and the dog, or whichever size you want. Or if it was a cat, you could do the same thing with a cat. But these are very, I really like the pattern of the mold. I like, you know, even though your dog might not be this sort of looks like a spaniel, well, anyway, like I have corgis. The ears stand up like these, but everybody understands a dog is a dog. You ask a little kid, do this sometime. Like my granddaughter, she's 2 years old. She sees a dog out walking down the street with their owner. She goes, "Oh, look, a dog." She sees our dog, which is a corgi. Doesn't look anything like that other dog. And she knows it's a dog. Isn't that crazy? Dogs. So this mold can represent any type of species or variety of dog that you might have. And this would be the same thing with cats. You know, some have longer, fluffy hair than others, but this would work. So, yeah. If you are going through a grieving process, or if you have somebody that you know, or you want to offer your services to a veterinary clinic or something, then you could show your samples and let them decide. And if somebody needs that extra measure of comfort, by all means do so. So I'll take some stills of these. I really like them. I'm going to get them out in the sun because you can sort of see, look at that shimmer in there. Do you see it? And even in the red. And I think that's really going to pop out in the sun. So I'll take them out there. But thank you for watching today. Sponsors, goodness. Subscribers, thank you. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It's free. Join, and then click the little bell down there when you subscribe. And anytime I do something new, which is almost every day, then you'll be notified that something's coming up. So yeah, I'll take some stills and we'll see you for the next one.